In chapter 14, we're going to learn about aromaticity. Now, we've already are somewhat familiar with benzene, and we know that benzene doesn't undergo a lot of reactions that that other unsaturated hydrocarbons undergo. And so we're going to explore that chemistry in chapter 14 and see what kind of reactions benzene and aromatic compounds actually undergo. And for a quick little preview, in the last chapter we talked about conjugated dienes. And we see that when you have conjugated dienes, they undergo addition reactions a little bit different than an isolated alkene. So you get both 1,2 and 1,4 addition products when you react a conjugated diene with HBr, or I could even react it with bromine, right? So this reacts with bromine, and again, I get two products, a 1,2 addition and a 1,4 addition. Now the question is, well, what happens when you go from an acyclic conjugated diene to a cyclic conjugated diene? So here I have 2-methyl 1,3 cyclohexadiene, and it's reacting with HBr. And of course, we still get the two products, both 1,2 addition and 1,4 addition. Likewise, if I react this with bromine, I get a 1,2 and a 1,4 addition. And so we see that that the cyclization of conjugated dienes doesn't really affect the reactivity of them. Now, if you take a look at this 1,3 cyclohexadiene and you think about adding one more double bond, right? So now I have, in effect, 1, 3, 5 cyclohexadiene. When I react this with HBr, all of a sudden, I get no reaction. When I react it with bromine, all of a sudden, no reaction. And I can even try to reduce this like I would reduce a normal alkene or conjugated diene, and I get no reaction. And so for some reason, benzene, right, 1,3,5 cyclohexadiene, is very unreactive. And so we ask ourselves, why does it not react with these types of reagents? And of course, unreactivity and stability kind of go hand in hand. So for some reason, benzene is much more stable than we see for a typical conjugated diene, or triene, I should say. Now, does this translate to other conjugated trienes? Well, we see that here I have 1,3,5 cycloheptatriene, again a conjugated system, although it isn't a completely conjugated system in that I have an sp3 hybridized carbon. So, what is the reactivity like of this? Or what is the reactivity of this 1,3,5,7 cyclooctatetraene? So now a tetrasubstituted alkene, where here we have a completely conjugated system, it appears. And so how are these in terms of their reactivity? Well, they both undergo addition reactions, and they both undergo them very easily. So why is benzene stable, and yet these are not stable? And they are, and indeed, highly reactive. We're going to explore this throughout chapter 14.